All this month at Sarah Delevan Consulting, we have been focusing on setting clear business objectives and creating a plan to achieve them in 2021. This process is key to financial planning and setting yourself up for success this year. Now, if you're a food business owner who hasn't worked through this process yet, or maybe you attempted to, but you got a bit tied up in the differences between a business goal versus a business objective versus a business strategy, you're not alone, and I'm here to help you. In this video, I am sharing 4 steps for setting clear objectives and reaching them this year. Step number 1 is to get clear on your business goals. Now, for some of you watching, this is going to be pretty obvious because maybe you launched your business with a clear goal in mind. You know what you want to grow your business to in the next 3, 5, or 10 years. But many of you, as I know, launched your business somewhat accidentally. Maybe you had an amazing recipe or a product that you made because you loved it and your family loved it. And then your friends caught wind of it. And next thing you know, you're selling your product and you have a food business on your hands. Well, if you don't have a clear business goal in mind because you didn't really know you were starting a business, I encourage you to just sit down for a little bit and think about, what do you want your brand to be? What do you want your business to be in the next few years? What's your big vision? If you need a little bit of help determining that, maybe you're just unsure on how to grow your business or what it should become in the next few years, you can refer back to your financial reports. You may key in on one particular sales channel that has the highest profitability or is the most viable option for growing your business. Looking into your financial reports can provide you with some assistance on identifying and setting that big business goal. Once you've got your goal set, you can move on to identifying your business objectives. Now here, I have a couple recommended guidelines for you. Number 1 is that you set no more than 3 objectives for your business this year. Having more than 3 objectives can spread your mind a little too thin and get you a bit scattered. There's enough work to do, right? So choose 1 to 3 objectives and set a time frame in which you want to complete them. So maybe you want to hit one objective in 3 months. Maybe another is, the goal is to reach it in 9 months or by the end of quarter 3. And then attach a unit of measure, right? Maybe you want to increase sales by $10,000. Maybe you want to reduce your costs by 10%. Maybe you want to increase return customer rates by a certain percentage. Make sure that these objectives are measurable and set to a specific time frame. And again, you want to be sure that when you achieve these objectives, they will actually move you closer to achieving your big business goal. Once you've got your 1 to 3 objectives set, you can drill down to determine the strategies that you will implement to achieve those objectives. Now, again, I encourage you to choose 1 to 3 strategies to support each business objective. So if you've got 3 objectives for your business this year, you'll have anywhere from 3 to 9 strategies that you'll implement across your business. Now, from there, you're going to drill down a bit further and identify the steps and the actions that you and your team will have to take to implement those strategies successfully. Also, think about the tools and the day-to-day work that you'll need to do to be successful. Step number 4 is to track your progress and to do so consistently. Businesses that don't drill down and really define the strategies, the tactics, the tools, and the steps to achieving their objectives and then track them consistently tend to get lost. They tend to jump from tactic to tactic. They tend to feel like things aren't working as they should, and they lack the focus that's necessary for long-term success. So decide where you're going to track your progress. It can be inside your profit plan. It can be in a separate KPI spreadsheet. It's totally up to you. Once you do that, you identify where you're going to keep this information. Write down your starting point. Where are you today? And where do you want to be at the end of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever the time frame is for your 3 objectives? Then determine how frequently you're going to check your progress. Now, some things you might want to check on a daily basis to make sure that you're on track. Maybe they're very, very sensitive goals and strategies that need to be implemented. Other things you don't need to check on but once a week or even once a month. For example, your financial performance as a whole, check in on that once a month, right? But your food costs, for example, you want to at least be checking in on that on a weekly basis to make sure you don't veer too far off track by the end of the month and then you're off your goal, before you even know it. So once you determine where you're going to track your progress, you've marked down your starting point, you know how frequently you're going to check in and review your progress, set calendar reminders for yourself and all the pertinent people on your team, and be consistent about it. Track your progress regularly and course correct or modify as needed, but also remember to give things a chance to work. I know based on experience that this system works. And if you follow the steps and you remain consistent, you will be successful. As I mentioned, we've been working on this inside our online program and free profitable food business community all month. So if you could use a little additional support, join us there. We're here for you. I'll talk to you again soon.